4. Huh.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Yoda Soda Creations, the podcast where we're talking about where we're either recapping or talking the latest that's dropped in movies and television, and in today's case we have a very special one to talk about, something that has been circling the interwebs for quite a while.
Since whenever the leaks were.
Quite a while before our schedule. Anyway, we are talking about the Sounds of Silence, and yes, this was indeed a good episode.
Confirmed.
And I kept thinking I wanted to a reference to the song, but I can't figure out how to fit it in. But yeah, it was a good episode. Very good episode. It's in my top 10 for the season.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Okay, I'm like total? I'm like, geez.
For the season.
Oh, definitely for me in the top 10. Easy.
Yeah, it's
Easy
definitely
pick.
up there.
Of course, with this season, it had a bit of a slow start.
Yeah, we've gotten there eventually, but it took a while.
Yeah.
I wish we were kind of getting episodes much earlier.
It seemed like a lot of the really good episodes got saved for the second half.
Yeah. It's a little bit obvious.
Return to the Doctor Who season 8, because from one opinion I heard, it's a hit or a miss.
Yeah, Doctor Who. That's something else I'm going to be watching.
I'm too scared to touch it. Not that it's bad or anything. I'm just not willing.
Is it because there's like so much backstory, that so much stuff that you're afraid that if you don't watch all the old stuff, you might not really get it?
Bit of that. A bit of, I don't know, I guess I kind of am like a mix of do I really want to find out? You know what I mean? I don't know. It semi-interests me, but it semi-doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right, well, for the first point, usually they make it so whenever they switch doctors, it's kind of a new jumping on point.
Yeah. I could see that, yeah.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about Doctor Who.
No.
Maybe some other time.
That's a subject for another day.
Akuna maybe it could be something to do during the off-season. When Pony isn't happening.
Pony always happens.
It just happens slower sometimes than usual. Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure out something to do.
Homework.
Anyway, when I was in talk through the plot.
Right.
So. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I thought the message was very interesting. Different one, very different, which is nice.
Yeah.
Geez, their characters are complicated. Sorry, I was focusing. It kind of applies to a story I was reading as well. I've been delving into some more philosophical works. Oh, I'm trying to remember what point. So I don't know. It hit with me this week's episode. The lesson hit me in a different way. So
it hits with a lot of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I just had a thought.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna keep thinking about it now. Try to remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's like I had a thought like, so the message was kind of like, in this case, bodily emotions is not good. It's like emotions are meant to be felt, right?
Yes.
And then I thought, like, wait, wasn't that kind of the thing with that with the Starlight and Trixie episode?
Yes, that's kind of what it is. But
I mean, in a different way, but still.
I think so. I just remembered what I was talking about, or I was thinking about. I was reading. It is more of a religious book, but I highly suggest. I was reading Mere Christianity. An amazing book. Yeah, very insightful. It's very very well written, and is incredible points on life. But one of the big points in that book was if there's a creature, if there's a god or something that can make good, right? Why would he allow evil, right? And all of this episode was kind of saying, even the whole song and stuff is you need to have, and his explanation in the book is you need to have evil for good to be good. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you'd have automatons. You'd have no creation. Nothing would be interesting. It would be very boring, basically.
Right.
But giving somebody freedom obviously can lead to evil, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to control it. Yeah. That's a big argument against that, is like if you just made everyone good or made everything, if you silenced everyone, which is that episode's lesson, right? Then you won't get anything new. You'll just sit around and nothing will happen, right?
Right.
You won't know what's good and you won't know what's bad, which is, boring and uninteresting. So basically, it's a very good book. Highly suggest it. And that's why it hit with me, because this whole story was about, being individual. You need bad. You need a bit of bad and need to overcome the bad for the goods to look really good, basically.
Yeah.
Are you talking C.S. Lewis or Anthony Ledon?
It's C.S. Lewis, yeah. Mere Christianity.
Yeah. Okay.
If you haven't read it, it's an incredible book. It's kind of like the base Christian book, sort of. If you don't want to read the Bible and you have some interesting idea, it answers a lot of questions, because C.S. Lewis was an atheist for a very long time, and it goes into why he switched, basically, and why he rationally thinks about everything. So, and if nothing else, it's great life advice, all of it.
Right.
Heck, there's some good stories I'd like to see from MLP. They could go into some of it. There's some very good stuff on, basically charity and stuff like that. When is it good to have charity? When is it, stuff like that. It's very interesting. It's just a good book.
Oh, wow.
It's from what? Sorry.
Sorry, I was like, wow, we haven't even really started talking about the episode, and the picture's already looking pretty good.
Thank you.
You haven't even got into the details yet. I coloring or anything, and already it looks really good.
It's a very happy Nyx. Look at her. I feel like I might be improving. I don't know. Sketching is getting easier. I was having a lot of trouble early on. I don't know.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see how this turns out.
And I'm just as yeah, keep up with this thing. But I just remember like, wait, didn't we like end off last episode with like it half finished?
Yes, I will probably get around to that again. Maybe we'll have a stream even. We could try to maybe get one in early. I don't have much happening early on in the day, so
We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe next episode I won't really have a good idea for drawing. Finish it then.
Yeah, that might be a smart thing to do. I might just save it. Yeah, just because it's. I bet I can still.
Always good to have a backup plan.
Here we go. Let's see. How far are we in it? Did I save it? Did I put it on my D? Yes, there it is. It's a good base, but it needs work. Lots of work.
Yeah.
Yes.
So. And then, like, there's something missing.
Yes.
Like, I don't know, maybe like an entire other character.
There we go. I fixed it. I got you, fam.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, should we get started talking about the episode?
Definitely.
Okay, it's going to be a bit rougher this time since I don't actually have the episode to, work off of. But, yeah, like last time, it's more straightforward. So, yeah. So, the episode starts off with Applejack and Fluttershy being called by the map for a friendship quest.
First time.
And, yeah. And Twilight makes note of it because it's the first time the same two sets of ponies got called again.
That was very interesting. I quite like that they remembered that. I love little... It's kind of funny because it kind of feels like... If you've ever played Steam, it kind of feels like when you're playing Steam and like you get a little achievement or something. You just get like... It feels like Twilight's the achievement giver. Like, it's like... And you're the first to be called that isn't one of the main six. And you're the second one to be called. Like Steam constantly just pesters you with like these little achievements.
Yeah.
It's funny. I like it.
Okay, I just had a random thought. What if Discord got called for a friendship quest?
Oh my.
And that'd be something.
Wouldn't dare.
Anyway, back on point. Sorry, I should get distracted. So yeah, the mission is to go to the Peaks of Peril?
Peaks of Peril!
Yes.
Which is like, yeah, Applejack's sure it's like, it's just a name. To which Fluttershy points out, well, Cloudsdale is in the clouds, and the Crystal Empire is made of crystals. Like, yeah, names are usually on point in NLP.
I like the mental pause too in between the like. Shoot. She's like,
and even Applejack's like, yeah, fair point. So yeah, they go there by train and encounter
Screen Station Master.
Yes.
He looked like almost like a train spotter. Like people that wait for trains to come by.
Yeah, it's he was interested that they're the only two who decided to get off at the end of the line. The final destination. The last stop. When we were watching it, I pointed out that he would fit right in and encourage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Or
it's just that kind of crazy that would fit right in.
I was also thinking of Ren and Stimpy.
I never really watched much of that.
Yeah.
I cut a couple clips, but
don't got time.
think I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so off
It's
they
funny
go
how
on
they
their
overplayed
adventure.
it.
Off they go on their adventure, going through stuff and other things. I forget the exact terrain, but bugs were involved.
Oh. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
Sliders are back.
Sliders.
Yes. So Applejack finally gets to where she's going, only to notice that Fluttershy stopped a bit ways back, and was talking to some squirrels.
Classic
Fluttershy.
Move.
Yeah, Applejack wasn't too pleased with that. But then, after Fluttershy yells at her to listen, she points out that God, I'm tired today. The squirrels, that's what they were.
You got this, fam.
The squirrels told her a shortcut to the Kieran village. Oh, right. Yeah, Kieran, that's a thing in this episode. Completely forgot about that. Twilight mentioned it.
Twilight's like, yeah, there's some pretty neat dudes over here in the forest.
Yeah, they're called they're Kieran. But watch out for those Nirik.
Yeah, Niriks.
By the way,
totally unrelated to the Kierans. Like,
by the way, am I the only one who knows that was the Zodiac?
Zodiac?
By the way, am I the only one who knows the shield she held up was a Zodiac?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, it's just Twilight being Twilight.
Yeah, but when I first realized about the whole Kieran Nirik thing, my first thought went to a bit from Troll 2. Nilbog. It's goblin spelled backwards.
Nilbog. No.
I think that was how I have a different source for reverse words. Auto undercover.
Huh?
I have a different source for reverse words. Auto undercover. It's a book series.
Ah.
Nothing but.
But yeah, so they finally reach the village, and they try talking to some of the Kieran, and get no response. After Applejack tries and fails to get a reaction out of them, she finally asks if there's a Kieran that will speak, to which they point to the forest.
Out there.
Now some people can take that as, oh, there's a Kieran out there that. You can also take it as, get out.
Yeah, it felt almost like, yeah, leave us.
So yeah, Applejack goes into the forest to find this talking Kieran. Meanwhile, Fluttershy stays in the village to figure stuff out for herself.
Go
ahead.
I thought this was gonna go. So like, we're gonna come back to this obviously, but I thought this was gonna go differently. I guess. Do you know what I mean?
Cut back and forth.
Well, I thought one of them was going to be more right than the other, I guess, and I don't know. I guess I was kind of disappointed. Like I was like, oh, okay, like it didn't go the way I thought it did. It would have.
Right. Ugh. Yeah. But yeah, apologies if I seem. Usually, I have time to prep myself for these things, but it kind of happened without real notice. So yeah, no prep time for me.
None for you. You don't get any, okay?
Yeah. But anyway, so
obviously someone wasn't paying attention to the notifications, because then they would have known that Nate would have something tomorrow that would get in the way. So that's why we're doing this a bit early.
Right. And that's why I should always keep track of the new programs you're using to do chats and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, now I know. And I'll try to keep track of the Discord notices now.
No big deal.
The issues with transferring over to new programs.
There's always growing pains.
Yeah. But anyway. So, Applejack goes into the forest to search for this talking Kieran.
The outsider.
After finally queuing and getting no real response initially, the Karen's like, just messing with you, and introduces herself as.
Uh-oh, is the link...
Are you there still? Did we lose him? Oh.
Oh. Anyway, the real center of this episode, waifu number 5621.
Autumn Blaze.
Autumn Blaze. You bet.
Sorry about that, everyone. My microphone seems to be having connectivity issues today.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stopped my day. So she meets up with Autumn Blaze and takes her to her house up on, I think it was like a cliff. But you could see a lot from there.
Drury
But
Lane.
she explains that the Kirin took an oath of silence. And then breaks into song to explain it.
As you do.
And it was like, I want to say it's the best song this season.
I would agree almost, because, yeah.
I mean, the Trixie and Starlight one was pretty good too. That's like second place.
Yeah, second place.
Yeah, this one's definitely one I'm looking forward to for the karaoke.
Long story short, through the song, it's explained that, the Kirin, when they get angry, turn into Neric and set things on fire. And as we all know, fire is hot and burns things, including their village.
I don't see it.
After that, basically their leader is like, no more of this. Stream of silence now, everyone.
You all must go.
Which basically suppresses their voices and emotions.
Yeah, it's a pretty extreme motion. I mean, geez. Calm down.
Yeah. So it's like, village got rebuilt, peace is good and stuff. And Autumn Blaze unfortunately, silence didn't sit well with Autumn Blaze. It's like, as anyone would know if they haven't spoken to anyone in a long time, you get bored really easily. Very easily. But one day she stumbled on some flowers that she brewed into a drink that
Flowers she makes up into a cure.
Yes.
Sorry.
As you can tell, I'm not on my A game today.
They're doing what Applejack and Fluttershy did in the episode.
Yeah. So basically, not talking is not good. So Apple just acts like, oh, we need to tell him about this, whatever. And so Applejack meets up with Fluttershy again, and then they talk about, the Kirin need to talk. No, the Kirin don't need to talk. And this catches the attention of the other Kirin, who proceed to start dragging them over to the Stream of Silence.
Sacred Waters, Temple of Doom.
Yeah. But just in the nick of time, Autumn Blaze comes to save them in Neric form and creates a wall of fire around them. Very cool looking.
It looks like it doesn't affect stuff too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like passive fire, I don't know what they call it in most things.
But it's like, and Fluttershy is surprised by this, that she actually has control over, being Neric and stuff. It's like, anger is a normal part of life that, like, you need to learn to deal with your anger. Don't let it control you and stuff. Anger is like any other emotion. Then stuff.
Things and things.
Uh,
This is kind of where
it's a bit difficult going in without the video on hand. Like, trying to keep my mind on track.
Yeah.
But you were saying?
This is a bit where I felt like the episode is speeding up a bit.
Yeah.
A lot of episodes I feel have this problem where they switch into maximum overdrive for like a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh shoot, we're running out of time, guys. We gotta finish this up. That's the problem with this. Is like, you know, the huge problem I have with TV shows always is they just feel like they gotta finish. And some of these episodes, you know, you really want more than one of, but oh well.
Which leads to another question I had. Would you rather have like 26 one-parters, or in this case 24 one-parters and 2 two-parters usually, or 13 two-parters?
That is a very hard question.
You get less stories, but they have more time to properly be paced.
Yeah. I would say I'd like somewhere in the middle, because some stories I just don't like. You know, the problem with having two-parters is if you don't like a story, it's like, well, you're kind of stuck with it for another episode.
So like maybe 6 two-parters?
Yeah, something along the lines.
And how many? Yeah, okay, 12. So and 14 one-parters.
Yeah, something like that would be kind of nice.
And I realize we're kind of getting off track, but I feel like last time we stayed on track and we actually finished up really quickly.
Yes, we did.
So it's like I don't mind getting off topic every now and then, if only to kind of like
keep her going.
Try a related note.
Yeah. Huh?
Try a related note.
No, it's I just like make it so we don't finish up quite so quickly. Anyway, yeah, after they talk about it a bit, the Kieran decided, like, yeah, they want to try the whole talking thing again. But Autumn Blaze explains that she can't actually find any more of the flowers. So, Applejack, yeah, like she searched like a whole 74.5 times. Well, maybe she finished the other half of that time.
Maybe that will finish it off. You know, maybe she didn't check hard enough that 1.5 time.
But yeah, so Applejack and Fluttershy try looking for themselves, and the convenient squirrel shows up and tells them they know exactly where it is.
Animals to the rescue again.
And and I realized I forgot to mention and that the at the beginning of the episode, Fluttershy got some flowers for those squirrels.
Yes.
That she got distracted by. Yeah, those are the flowers they're looking for.
I kind of anticipated this coming because the flowers were really HD, and I'm like, okay, and like you wouldn't have a sidetrack this long.
Yeah, they wouldn't have explicitly pointed out, oh, these flowers are so nice. Like, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
It was an obvious setup for later in the episode. But yeah, the Kieran get their cure, they're speaking again.
Happy times.
And yeah, and all is good.
As all should be.
And the episode kind of just abruptly ends after
cut, perfection, print that.
Yes.
I kind of almost don't know how to feel about the end. It's pretty funny in that it's so sudden.
Yeah, it's like hoof bump. The end.
What, you wanted more? What? Like,
Yeah. The high fives, or in this case, hoof or whatever we're calling it, that's like second only to the freeze frame jump in midair for kind of endings, you know?
I love the freeze frame jumping into the end. That's it's a classic. It's a classic move. You can't get better than that, all right?
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things in the episode. Like, at one point, Autumn Play starts getting all philosophical.
I thought she was going to be like a poet. Is that her special talent, sort of? They don't have cutie marks, do they?
Philosophical for the sake of comedy.
Yes. But still philosophical.
Pointing back to my book reference at the start.
And of course, several references. Like, I think there was one for Hamilton, Citizen Kane, Phantom of the Opera being a major one.
Yes. Ooh, I kind of like that feel. We'll see how our...
Because, of course, children would understand a reference to Phantom of the Opera.
Don't you? What? No. Didn't you as a kid? What?
Never seen it.
I actually haven't either. So.
I mean, if they made a reference to Les Mis, that'd be one thing. But I think that's a bit much even for them.
They've hit their boundary, you think?
Yeah. Also, with Phantom of the Opera, the whole half mask thing is like an easy thing to notice. That's probably why they went with it.
It is distinctive.
Yeah.
So this brush mixes, it looks like, with the other colors of it, so that's kind of cool. Ooh. That's quite the eye.
Gonna be right back, just gonna grab a drink.
Grab me one. I think he's gonna grab me one.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Did you grab me one?
No.
Oh.
Waiting for its helpers to be made.
So yeah, that's the episode.
I think
Definitely the great strengths when it comes to something like that. Definitely the great strength when it comes to something like this is when there's something new comes up, new location, new plants, new species. I always have a soft spot for those kind of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
it was well organized to the world. It was understandable.
Yeah.
I'd like to rewatch it, and then when Twilight's explain it, I'd like to see the map a bit better, see how far away it is. Because if it's not that far away, it'd be kind of weird if, you know.
Right.
It's kind of weird. It's one of those stories that makes a little less sense once you start thinking about it, because like if this is some problem that's been going on for a while, why did the map just now send them?
Right.
I mean, I could go Christian on you and say that it must have, it had to have happened that way because, it wasn't right the other times. But that doesn't work for everyone. What should her scales be? Like her little scales along her upper nose.
Don't know.
Huh. Maybe like Maybe it should be our headband color.
That would definitely stand out.
Let's see how bright that is. Whoa! Yes.
So you're going. I just noticed it. So you're going with watercolor, huh?
Yeah. We're gonna see how it turns out.
Okay.
I think it's coming out okay so far.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. To something you brought up earlier about the map. Given how Spike had his scales going, I'd imagine either one of Discord's horns or the spikes on his tail would be the ones that would be the things that are glowing, if he was ever called.
Yeah. So it's usually usually it's like a two-party thing. So like Discord and who else?
Ooh, Celestia.
Oh God.
You know,
Discord and Luna. I feel like they would clash a bit more. It would be a more interesting dynamic to see, you know?
Yes. Sorry, you cut out.
I was going to say I love Kim Possible. I would have loved that.
Yeah. Discord and Luna. I feel like they would clash a bit more, and it'd be a more interesting dynamic to see.
Discord and Luna. Okay.
Of course, people may get angry with that suggestion, given Celestia's general lack of screen time.
Ooh, what if we do gold?
Ooh. That actually...
Because I was looking at their designs, right? I'm looking at the Corinne designs, and it looks like most of their horns, right, or most of their scales are the contrast to their hair. So, like, Autumn's mane is red, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a red mane, and her scales are green. The leader's mane is, well, that one's a little bit different. It's a bit different. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect rule. You know what I mean? Like there's there's like this background Corinne, and it's got like a blue scales and gold, or like a kind of a yellow hair. So purple and gold clash, like they're separate, right? So
Right.
usually they do blue and gold together, or purple and gold.
Mm-hmm.
This one it's got green and kind of brown. So yeah, different clashing.
Wait, so if Autumn plays it is red and green, does that mean that she's in charge of setting up the hearth-warming decorations?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's that much of a shade of red.
I was just making a joke.
It's kind of like orange. Yeah, her horn is red. Are all their horns red? They're all red, aren't
But
they?
that would be interesting if they were able to come back for the Christmas special.
Huh.
I think possibly all their horns are red. Is that true?
To Google. Red, red, red. Red. Oh, actually, huh.
Unless of course you
Yeah.
Well, unless of course there's a fan interpretation of a character in.
Yeah, it does look like the horns are all red. Well, of course, the horns are like kind of like two different shades of red.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the regular red, and then you have like a darker shade, like doing kind of a pattern between the two, you know?
Yeah.
That just seems to be like a constant thing between all of them.
We're gonna be canon accurate, guys. How about this? No, it clashes with the eyes. It looks like sometimes their scales match their eyes,
Right.
and then sometimes no. I need reference pictures, please.
Hold
Looking
on.
around.
Have a bit of like a group shot.
Of course, all of the Kryn in this are all, Earth colors. There's no like
Gonna send you a pic.
neon Tetris.
Is that the right one?
There it is. Yeah, okay. That was actually the one I was using, yeah.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
it's fine.
Just saw that. It's like, okay, that's a nice variety of here and there.
That's the noise I make. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do like that color.
By the way, looking through pictures, I was just reminded. Excuse me a moment. Okay.
What was that about?
That was a good touch.
Ah.
Remember she was starting to get angry over the silence, and then she goes behind a rock. Anger burns off, and then comes back out.
Ah.
That was a good touch.
Yeah.
The eye layer. Dag nabbit. Nah, dang it. This one. The comedy in this was actually
Yeah.
it was on point.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, the Autumn Blaze was great.
Her voice acting was really well done.
Yeah.
Were they famous or something? Because like, I hope they're not, kind of, because if they are, we'll never see them again. You know what I mean?
You don't necessarily have to be celebrity level. You at least have to have experience.
Yeah.
Autumn Blaze.
Because like with like like Weird Al, you get him in one episode and then he never talks again. That's all you're getting.
More info. Blah 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 blah. Rachel Bloom.
She literally has kind of almost a My Little Pony name. That's awesome.
Okay. Cena, best known as co-creator, lead actress, executive, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Okay.
Also provided vocals as speech to the 2013 Starbomb song Luigi's Ballad.
Okay.
Other acting, voice acting, recurring minor roles in How I Met Your Mother, BoJack Horseman, The Simpsons, and the 2018 version of Muppet Babies, which is apparently a thing.
Yes. Beautiful. So just kind of in general.
Yeah.
She's got a good voice though.
Yeah.
No denying.
Oh, interesting. Robot Chicken.
Oh
I don't know if you guys are interested, but there's a second Angry Birds movie in production.
Oh boy. Oh boy. When you barely survived the first.
Ooh, Bill Nye saves the world.
Yeah.
I don't really like Bill Nye anymore. Personal opinion, but
Buddy's Musical Christmas. Elf.
Elf is awesome stuff. I can't tell where the horn begins. Where does your horn begin? Where? Are we just gonna do a bass horn? You think?
Sure. You can always edit it later if it doesn't quite right.
Yeah. I'm liking this brush. This is a good brush, I think. The feel of it's nice. It's kind of fun because it's like shaded. Oh, and I'm also seriously considering a new drawing screen. So see how that goes. Their horns aren't really sharp. They're kind of nubs.
Hmm.
They're kind of like that. They're like dull. And they're kind of different too. That's kind of fun. Their horns are actually all...
Yeah.
Maybe I should do a special horn for... I kind of like... Maybe I'll design my own. So I was gonna make a point on how their horns are almost kind of... I mean, you know what I mean?
Sort of.
This is kind of like the most detailed character we've ever gotten. You know, side character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just noticed something. First time a traditional unicorn's tail is seen.
Oh, yes. Like, long... I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, it kind of gives it a rounded effect. I don't know, like I'm kind of glad they didn't go with the traditional unicorn. Some people really like that look. I'm not quite in that boat. I kind of like what they went with a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Mm.
To be honest, I like this, and people do like the long, straight, like curved horn and stuff like that. I guess I'm a traditionalist. I kind of like the what they went with for this show. I just like how... I don't know. I guess I'm a simple... the simple designs of them, I guess. Crane are nice and all, but you can't beat the classic pony. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Here's something else I meant to bring up. I wouldn't say they're changelings. I'd say they're like bona fide versions of the Hulk.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I made the point of how they act semi like changelings.
But I said they were more like bona fide versions of the Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, anger is what triggers the power.
Right.
Unless you have... I'm always angry. That's why That's like Autumn can always trigger hers. She's just like, I'm always angry.
I think that's one of the most badass one-liners. Oops.
That's a curved horn if I've ever seen one.
Yes.
But we're missing something, guys. Highlights. They kind of have like swoopity whoops. Swoopity whoop. Swoopity poop. Swoopity poop. Yeah, this Krins are going to be very hard to draw. They are so complicated. Oh my gosh. I like the pairing of Applejack and Fluttershy. We don't get it a lot, and it works nicely.
Yeah.
Applejack was good in this episode. You know, we were
Mhm.
ragging on Applejack a while ago. She's kind of redeeming herself.
Yeah.
She still was a bit edgy. I mean, there's still parts where I'm like, Applejack, please. But maybe a little too Applejack at points, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, top-notch Applejack.
Yes.
This is probably Applejack at her best. You know, this is when they write Applejack like this, when she's at her best.
Yeah.
So, more of this, please. Oh, shoot. Come on down to the barbecuer. Dag nabbit.
Yeah.
When you done goofed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like trying to think of other stuff to talk about.
sometimes very hard. Um, the settings were pretty nice, I'd say. As I was saying,
Yeah.
the art style for the Kryn is very nice, but it's almost too nice, I'd say. You can do that. I'd say it's a little, it's nearing too detailed for the show, if you know what I mean.
Uh,
Um, I don't know. Kind of a weird person.
mm.
I'm a bit of a stickler. Shoot. I'm gonna have to cut the hair. There you go. Kind of zoning out, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like
Very
it,
focused
it
on
was
this.
it was a really nice episode, but it's like,
I felt the leader was a bit weak.
yeah. And then I got the feeling like thank you, you something something. You've given us a gift, and it had that feeling of quick, hurry up, we're running out of time. I just thank her and get on with it. You know?
Yes. Yeah. It felt, yeah, a little rushed. Good way of putting it. Um, I felt, so when we first met the Kirin, um, they were kind of mystic almost how they were acting. You know what I mean?
Actually, the way I had put it was, oh my god, a village full of mods.
Yes, exactly. They're kind of, yes. They're basically mods, right? Which is fun. It's a very uh character idea. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Mod in general is a fun character. Um, uh, I felt like they kind of lose that at the end. Like they kind of almost felt like curiously about. They looked like they were just curious in general. I mean,
right,
and I always like characters like that or creatures like that. They're always fun. Where they're like, "What is this?" You know what I mean?
right,
They're bipartial. I don't know. It's fun. They kind of feel. I feel like they kind of lose that um aspect of them near the end, where they're kind of doing the whole hero handout moment. You know what I mean?
right.
Which I don't know. It's a bit sad because they built up these characters to be semi mystic, and then they're kind of shown as not near the end. I don't know. they lose their that feel, I guess.
Right.
And so I don't know. They're also implied to be really far out of Equestria, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Because, Applejack's like, we're from Equestria to start. So I guess, it makes it feel far. It feels like the
couldn't be that far out because of the pony, that strange pony at the end of the line.
end of the line.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on her face. We aren't even in the body yet, guys. This whole art thing is a lot harder than I remember. What am I doing? I just started drawing. I've just kind of gone nuts with layers.
Will I finally get the? Will I finally get what the? Will I finally get the? Will I finally get what? Will I finally get what they're? Will I finally get what they're mixing? Traditional unicorn mixed with lion mixed with dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Dragon for the scales. There's a lot of traditional unicorn in it, and I'm pretty sure those manes are reminding you of some animal.
Lion. It's hippogriff a bit. I kind of feel hippogriff. Oh shoot. They kind of have bushy manes almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fun design. It's very interesting. Again, I would say nearing to design to detail and stuff like that. I don't know. I have gripes about things that go inconsistent. I feel like SpongeBob and stuff like that have gone. They jump in and out of what their feel is a lot, and it's kind of expected by now.
Right.
With a show like this, everyone kind of expects you to stay a little bit more on track with their styling, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit more of a jump when things become more detailed. It's like, oh, it's more noticeable. It's not a huge detail. It's not a huge thing. I'm gonna be interested where these characters go. Or do you think we're ever gonna see them ever again?
It's unlikely.
Think so? Think that's it?
Unfortunately.
Dang. I don't know.
This space.
We are running out of time.
Yeah.
Very sadly, again, it just hurts every time I have to. Little part of me just shrivels up every time. But yeah, if they're still working on an episode or two, then I could see them fitting these the Krins in every once in a while in the last season. But yeah, if they're already done or nearly done with final scripts, yeah, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's just like who is that guy? There's that guy on totally legit reviews. He's like he's hoping that the next Pony is not as good as this because he doesn't want to. He's like, if it's good, then I'll have to watch it. So I don't know. Some people actually are happy that it's ending. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I am. Things like Gravity Falls were different. It had a storyline. You know what I mean?
right.
This is more like something like Adventure Time, where you're kind of there's not really a storyline. It's basically the storyline is
Yeah.
the lives of these characters. So I don't know. It hurts more, I guess, because with Gravity Falls, you're like, you're expecting it eventually. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're gonna have to end this eventually, and you're kind of happy to see it come, but here you're just sad.
Mm-hmm.
Knobbly knees. Did you see that knobbly knee there?
Mm-hmm.
Are you playing some game again?
Oh no, it's actually working on the spread.
Huh?
I was working on a spreadsheet.
No. That's much different.
Yeah, keeping track of inventory.
Oh, in a video game?
Yeah.
So roughly you're playing a video game.
Yes. Yeah, it's like in like 3 months, the game's gonna be having its 4th anniversary. I haven't played since the beginning. That's like, as you can imagine, I've accumulated quite a few items.
It's like TF2 where you have a freaking backpack full of junk. Like thousands of items.
Something like that.
Like some people's backpacks in that game are just...
And it's up to date now. Okay, good. Yeah, I was just adding the new items I got today. Yes, it is a Final Fantasy game. How did you know?
I just had to.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Record Keeper.
I think I was talking with my friend today that I think the best game I've ever had, the best gaming experience I've still ever had, ever, is me playing with my friends on Minecraft in OCTC. Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I could go back and play that server. That's gives me chills. That was the best game. The thing about Nyx is that I don't really like is she's freaking black, and I can't see anything when she's colored in. Like
Wow,
pure.
way to be racist. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. How about charcoal black? How about that? That's a bit different. Like,
But yeah, I get what you mean.
it's like if you went totally white like Rarity, it's the same thing. And the problem is, like, with white and black, like, they're both annoyingly hard to figure out where anything is after you're done.
Yeah.
I'm literally having to I'm staring at my screen extra hard at a stupid angle so that I can see the underlayer.
Right. And I don't think fading the layer would really help either, because
No,
black.
it's all your fault.
Oh no.
One feather. 2 feathers.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like with the new format, we're getting and we're staying on point. But it's like now it's like okay, we've basically talked about the episode. Now what?
We watched me draw for another hour and a half.
Woo!
I mean, for me, that's pretty riveting, but because I mean, I'm focusing really hard right now. But
Okay, got all of that. So...
So she's kind of got a weird mix. We don't have like a full mid wing, what mid wings look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've gotten like what really small have, which is Flurry Heart's pretty weird. To be honest, her design, I think that's probably one of the most controversial designs in the show.
Yeah, most controversial. And since Twilight got her wings.
Yeah, but everyone's gotten over that one. So,
Yeah.
whereas people still don't like Flurry Heart, and it's been changing, guys.
Twilight with wings is literally more than a show now.
What? Oh yeah, way more than half the show. When did she get it? Season 3, right?
End of season 3.
Yeah, so.
And here we are, near the end of season 8.
5 seasons ago. If you guys still can't get over it, you just need to go to the show, I think.
I'm sure the people who couldn't get over it
have already left, do you think?
Yep. Yeah, I remember the outrage back at the end of season 3. Twilight getting her wings, this whole Equestria Girls thing.
Were they the Dark Ages?
Yeah, things were kind of... Yeah, back then.
But we were covered.
Yeah. It was different times back then.
I never went through that, technically. It wasn't that big a shock for me because I was just binging the show. I think I binged up to like 4.5 or something like that when I first joined. So I didn't get that big a shock because I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I only had to binge through season 1.
Dang, you've had to wait a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got through.
Yeah, I got into the magic of message board or advertisement banners and YouTube videos.
Oh no. Anything but that.
So YouTube videos being the actual episodes.
Just a full episode, yeah.
You know, back when that thing was actually, possible on YouTube.
It still sometimes is.
But not as much.
No, not as it's. You have to get it early.
Yeah, they've kind of cracked down on that thing since then.
I almost want to see what this looks like. What if we... How do we control all of these? Like this. Oh, that looks really weird when you do that.
Mm-hmm. But it's looking good so far.
Yeah. We've gotten a lot farther.
Yeah.
Do highlights. Okay. Tell us more about the Dark Ages, a wise one.
Yeah, it's like it seemed like there was a lot more outrage over things like that back then. Since that, and it seems like the fandom's kind of mellowed out a bit, you know?
Yeah.
We don't get quite so enraged by changes like that anymore.
I think some of it is due to the fandom aging a bit.
Yeah.
Because originally it was, it was everyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, I was one of the people who went to see Equestria Girls in the theater. Because I had a theater in town that was actually... And I wasn't going in with high expectations or anything. Like, my thought was, if it's average, it'll be good, you know?
Yeah.
And it was okay, with its flaws, of course. Because it was essentially reintroducing the main story.
Yeah. Well, that's what will probably happen with. So we'll see how that one goes.
And then season 4 happened. Right, that was that season. Like, sort of like, wait, what was season 4 again? Yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of out of it now.
Wow. Is it getting late for you?
It's just been kind of. I didn't eat till like 8:30. It's a specific time for people, so whatever. Yeah, we actually ordered food on Uber Eats. Food never showed up.
Okay, so what do they do?
I think they're gonna try to refund the money. Point is, we ordered food from another place. That food did actually show up, but like I said, we ate at 8:30. Usually we eat around 6.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's like a whole bunch of waiting and stuff. And of course, yeah. Okay, let's like whatever. Sorry. My mind's kind of like getting sidetracked here and there and stuff.
Hither and thither.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like also trying to like plan stuff out for tomorrow. It's like maybe doing my sewing, maybe not. Depends on if my mom can get a ride over to the house. Yeah, the dog's also being taken into the vet today, or is it to get a bath? One of the two.
It's one of those.
Yeah. I guess the dog's finally feeling better. We don't have to put a shirt on her anymore.
Why? Why are you doing that in the first place?
Well, she got attacked by a pit bull.
Oh, shoot.
Like, tore her chest open.
Ouch.
Dang.
So we had to keep her bandaged up. And that happened, like, I want to say March or April.
Okay.
So it took her quite a while to actually fully.
Well, understand.
Yeah, and we've had to wash her down like twice a day using the hose.
Jeez.
Yeah, you could tell where we were watching her because like most of the our grass is dead. In this spot by the walkway, nice, green, and growing. But we don't have to do that anymore. Yay!
Nice.
So yeah, she can finally get her first bath in half a year.
Jeez. You got a swooshy tail. Look at that.
Yep. Nice swooshy tail.
The swooshiest of swoosh tails. r/whoosh.
But yeah, like trying to sort through all my stuff going on.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
working on costume, trying to find people to room with for my convention.
Yep.
It's like, because if I don't get roomies, I'm not staying at the hotel. I am not spending $300 just for myself.
You ain't treating yourself?
If I had to pay $100, that'd be one thing. $300, nope. At that point, I just pay my cousin. I just pay for my cousin's membership, and we drive back and forth. Because it would be cheaper.
I'm tempted to, I need to finish my, costume for this year's, Spooktober.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I have one possible person for the room. But if I can't get at least one other, it's nope. Yeah, it's like with 3 people, that drops the price down to about 100 or so. And that's reasonable, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, 76 would be even nicer, but, you know, take what you can get.
Soldier 76.
Yes. Probably going to start playing that again when the Halloween update comes out. Huh?
I was trying to do something ambient.
Ah.
I see.
So, what have you guys been up to?
I've been very, very busy. To be
Oh?
honest. Yeah, just general nonsense. College, work, moving around at work, figuring out what to do at school, friends, events at church, just constant.
The life of someone who can actually manage to find a job.
You could come work at my place. They constantly want people.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think travel would be an issue.
Huh?
I imagine travel would be an issue.
Yes, probably. So, yeah, all that nonsense. I'm also trying to, trying to have a bit of fun at least, you know, so I'm trying to
Yeah, I get you there.
Get my Spooktober stuff together.
But yeah, it's like
I don't know. It's just kind of nice to get some pony again.
yeah.
Always.
But yeah, this month is definitely going to be interesting because next Friday, my aunt, who I actually live with, she's actually going to Italy for 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
So, okay, so I won't be completely by myself since my cousin and his girlfriend are. But yeah, it's gonna be 2 weeks of fending for myself. Woo! Have to cook my own meals and stuff.
Dude,
Unless my mom also comes over for the 2 weeks, in which case she'll be cooking dinner.
Nah, just Hot Pockets, my dude.
Yeah, unless the microwave starts acting up again. That was kind of an interesting thing today. I hope you don't mind me kind of going off like on non-pony tangents or whatever, but anything to kind of fill the time,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I cooked up some leftover shepherd's pie for lunch, and I noticed that when I shut the door, it would start humming. I don't mean like after I pressed cancel. I never let the microwave run for the full reheat time because it just gets really, really hot,
Yeah.
So I pressed stop and cancel, whatever. I close the door, it starts humming. I open it, stops. Close, hum. So I just keep it open for a while. Come back a bit later, decide shut the door because maybe it's just like kind of a weird thing that the microwave will occasionally do, like the fridge occasionally hums a bit,
Yeah.
So I come back like an hour or two later. The microwave is completely blacked out. Like the touchpad does nothing. It's not lit up or anything. And oddly enough, the turn plate inside is warm.
Warm.
Yeah, like I don't know. Oh, like it's been heated up.
Okay.
So now the microwave not working anymore, and it's really warm. So that's weird. So I decided to leave the door open again. Turns out it just overheated. Because apparently, and I don't know how, when I pressed cancel, it didn't get the signal through the internal systems and kept thinking it was on.
Okay.
So what I ended up doing is, okay, set it to cook something else, put the time in, close the doors, press start, and it starts doing the countdown thing. Cancel. And it fixes it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really weird. And that's how the microwave almost broke.
And that's my story of how I broke the microwave.
Well, my family's going through a bit of a crisis.
Yeah, it's like
Really?
Something.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
Nothing major. Nothing major though. Just a bundle of movies my mother lent out. Included some titles that I was hoping to rewatch at some point, but couldn't because, well, they're obviously still lent out, and she's trying to get them back.
right.
Well, it feels though she has a list of what was lent out, so she can just go out and find some other copies.
That's good.
Oh my god. This hair is taking ages. Is it worth it, do you think? I don't know what it looks totally yet. It's gonna be slightly transparent.
Ooh. Nice.
Fuzzy nicks. Fuzzy nicks. Oh, shoot. Ow. Shoot. I gotta do her little back scales too still. Man, these Kryn are super detailed.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna do broader sweeps real fast. Watch this. No, that's too bright. That's too bright too. Okay, that's. I'm not on the right layer. I can click that pretty fast. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Ow. Ow, my hand.
Stop messing with the door. Stop.
Oh, yeah. I love those things, dude. Those are my fave. Oh, man.
But to think, two more weeks of pony left.
Don't say it like that, please. Hurting me. Stop. What are we gonna do, man? We're dead. We're dead.
Both of you will get the grippers. So help me, I will ground you for a month. Understand?
He got the reference.
Hello. Sorry, I kind of zoned out.
It was from Incredibles.
We were recording The Incredibles after the plane was blown up.
Ah. I remember watching that movie.
Pretty good one.
Yeah.
We need more pony movie. Are we gonna get any more, you think?
And
Is that
maybe.
what you said? Maybe? Okay. Is it cheating time? Do you think
Cheating time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cheating time, cheating time. Where's my cheat? Put my cheat. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. E.
Oh, that cheat.
Yeah.
Sorry, I looked away for a moment.
The Where did I put that file? Percent search. Screenshots. I want to see if I can do something real fast. So this is a picture of me in Minecraft holding a grass block.
Oh.
I wonder if I can like okay. Oh, I selected everything but me. What the heck? I see how it is. Clicking commences. Do you think there's a way for me to just not? You know what I mean? Like how do I?
You're asking the wrong person.
So if I select something and then do like inverse or something. Reference canvas layer, maybe? No. No. If I select everything and then like select maybe inverse. Hey. Oh shit. Let's see. Hey! Hey! Woo! Okay. Yes. Yes. She's looking at me right on her nose. I'll be in her ear. She's gonna leave me there. That's where I live. Woo. So can I do that with any picture I have? I guess I can.
Possibly.
The possibilities are endless. Let's You've given me too much power. You've underestimated my power. Yes. Woo. Delisting now. Close gap. What's that mean? Expand. Ooh. That's what I need. Okay. Control C. Droop snoot. Control V. You've given me too much power. It's her cutie mark, her new cutie mark. It's my favorite picture. Oh, he's thinking so hard. I went to the danger zone. Take me right into the danger zone. I went to the danger zone. Gonna take you right into the danger zone. I went to the danger zone. Gonna take you right to.
Try not to do that too much, or else someone might put a copyright strike on your channel.
Oh shoot!
Technically, he's not playing the actual track itself.
That hasn't stopped people before.
Watch me. It's a good song. I'm singing a song. My song. You can't take the song. They write. I don't know what to do. You know what else? What else needs to be done? You know what I mean?
Right.
Backscales?
Could do backstales. I guess. Yeah. It's weird because they're not. They would be kind of hard to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At this angle, it's like, is it worth the effort to do like that? As little as it would be, you know.
It'd be like 5. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know. Maybe you want them up the wing, you think? They kind of go around the rumpus. But then you're kind of like, what is that? You know what I mean?
Right.
I can maybe touch it up. What is that? Get a bit darker. Got that. I don't know. Does that add anything?
Yeah, I could go either way with that. Like,
Yeah. Where's that dot? Shoot. That looks pretty good.
mm-hmm.
It's kind of me testing out a new brush.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but no one is. That helps a bit, I think. I think I went a little too detailed in certain areas.
Oh.
Huh?
I said, oh. Like what?
Like the hair is a bit too detailed, I'd say. A bit. Try to kill some of the details. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a weird gripe to have, but
Too much detail.
well, either you go nuts with detail, right, and you do every detail, or you don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't just do some detailed and some not detailed.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Alex? Kind of looks like an Enderman.
Isn't there something on their hooves you could add to the thing, to the one she's raised?
Sorry, what?
Isn't there something on their hooves you could add to the one she's raised?
Oh, yes, her hooves are different. I forgot about that. They got little fluffs behind them. I forgot. There's a bit of floof. Details. Add a bit of floof to the backs of their, like their front hoops have this. Going on there. Kind of like that. You can't really see the other one. You know what I mean?
There's also a bit of something similar to a deer's hoof.
Yeah, on the front one right here.
Yeah.
Like a. Basically.
Is that supposed to be the same as their scale?
Oh yeah, usually they are. Shut up.
Well, at least you got the basic outline.
They got like a little nick middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. You can't really see any of the other ones.
I hope you're going to move that link elsewhere.
No, he's part of it forever. You either get Link or you get nothing. Don't worry.
Could you at least save one without?
Can't have one without the other.
We must keep him. We must keep him putting it back on the nose.
No, I'll delete him. Go. Where'd he go? Oh, he's on this layer. Huh. Ew. Yeah. What is that? Where's the lamb sauce? Well, I was gonna kind of put like a little highlight under her eyes. What do you think? Just like a little something like a little.
Hmm.
Yeah, yay or nay? You do
Give it
that.
away, because I would say like it wasn't really.
Not necessary, you think?
Not really. I mean, you could add if you want.
You can't stop me. You gotta have the kawaii cheeks. The little blush. Perfect. Actually, usually they're just red, no matter what color. You gotta do light. Beautiful. My dots. I really need those. Hello, guys. Today we're gonna be doing some ASMR.
What?
Some ASMR. Just a little ASMR. Just a little. Just a little bit. Right? Is that okay with you?
I don't know what that is.
A S.
I still don't know. I still don't know what that means.
I don't know what it stands for. But it's when you talk really quietly or you do something satisfying. The mic.
Oh.
Let me maybe this right here. Really satisfying.
Okay.
Let me be right back.
Okay.
Imagine coming into the stream and that's what you hear. Just your total silence and. What the? What is... It's so out of tune. The one I have. I need to find a picture to show you what it is. Are you alright?
So I'm just reading it.
Oh. I found a picture of it.
Oh?
I found a picture of the tool I was using.
Ooh.
Here we go. Can we just copy and paste? Yeah, there we go. There it is.
Huh.
You got like the little it's like a coconut and you got nails on it. You just strum the nails. These nails are super out of tune.
Interesting.
I don't know how to play it.
With a musical instrument.
Music. Oop. There you go. Free. We're free. She sees all.
You've gone too far.
What a fool. You'd never see that. You'd just think it's a pixel error or something.
Wow.
God, it's like imagine just hiding hidden messages in your pictures.
Imagine. I don't have to imagine. So hard to move. Ugh. Can't do this. Shoot. Yes. Perfect.
Eat pant?
Yes. Eat pant. You can't see it. Let me get the. Okay, I need some ref. Hang on. No, not you. There we go. We got the reference. Eat pants. It's supposed to be a reference to like, like in Simpsons. There's like a part where he's like, "I'm gonna eat my shorts."
Oh yeah, I think I know that clip.
I don't even watch Simpsons, but I know about that meme. This meme. That's all I know about.
Yeah.
Eat pant. I need to upgrade Nick's. Okay. Let me find a good image. Oh, perfect. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah. Let's read a thread about the girl who found an ancient sword in a lake. As you can imagine, and references ensued.
King Arthur, I guess. Is that my guess? That's my guess.
Well, references ranging from Monty Python to ABBA.
Ah. Eat pant. This is taking way too much time. Oh my gosh. Whatever, screw it. Aww. I don't want to almost rough up her cutie mark a bit. Is that any better?
And
Can you barely tell?
yeah, I can't really tell.
All right. I think I kind of want to leave it like that.
Yeah, looks
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll touch this over here. Like add a certain flare in there. Okay, that's a bit better, I guess. Okay. Okay, I'm calling it.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, this was another good sign that the season is really starting to pick up. From what I'm hearing from you guys.
Yeah. You know, it's a good episode when we can't find when we can't find stuff to talk about.
That doesn't seem like a good way to go. But yes, I agree with that. We touched on basically everything we liked about it. There any negatives we could figure out, except for maybe some weird characters and maybe some inconsistencies in speed.
Of course, the viewers will be in luck because next week is a Spike episode.
Oh boy. Do you like Spike episodes?
Spike episodes can go one of two ways: good or oh god, why?
Which do you think?
With the fandom, the reaction to a Spike episode is ranged.
I've gotten hints at what this might be about, so I can confirm that it will probably be either of those. I will be surprised if it's just like not a great or a bad, just total bad.
It will be interesting. I can say that much.
Yeah, I think they've avoided all spoilers.
I've seen like a picture. That's about it, but I don't know.
I haven't.
Going in totally.
It helps that I don't really go to Facebook that much anymore.
Yeah, I don't have Facebook or anything, but I think I was on Equestria Daily and posted a picture of it or something like that.
Ah.
I scrolled by it fast, but you can't unsee something.
So,
oh well. I don't know. I don't have any context. No, wait. I think it was in one of their.
One of their what?
Huh?
One of their like trailers for like one of the season opener, or whatever.
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, I avoided that too.
San Diego Comic-Con trailer.
It was something like that. Yeah. I think next season I'm just gonna not look at anything. Like literally nothing. Like if there's a trailer that comes out, I'm just not watching it. So that I can try to go into it blind, like perfectly blind. So we'll see. Like I'm usually pretty clueless about what's coming up. Like I knew about the Corinne, but I didn't know about what they do or anything, obviously, or even what the point of them is. So, but it's kind of impossible to avoid some stuff. Did I lose you guys?
Huh?
No, you. Huh? Okay.
So I kind of zoned out again.
Well, Alex, do you want to conclude us?
Yes, we had a lot to talk about, and actually this time we actually managed to finish.
Yes.
Yay!
Ta-da! We got a cute little Nyx with a little nub snoot.
Nyx is very floof today.
She's very floof. There's a lot of hair. So much floof. She's got chest floof on chest floof. Look, she's got like a little floof right here, and then a big floof.
Yeah.
Too much floof.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yes, good episode from Destroying, and we will see you all next week for what appears to be a changing moment for Spike. Take care.
Yes.
Later.